You know, I hear all the time, especially over social media, that nobody likes Xbox, nobody buys Xbox, it's doing terrible, blah, blah, blah. They'll never beat Sony, they'll never do this, they'll never do that. And now it looks like it's one of the most sought after devices on the market over the Black Friday time. So, yeah, you know, I obviously this is, you know, for me right now, could it end up not winning Black Friday or whatever? Yeah. But seeing that so many people are flocking to a console that quite literally has no games, you know, right now is very impressive. And, you know, listen, I knew that Xbox would do well. I knew that PlayStation would do well. Let's just be real. All these consoles are going to do well in the holidays because people are looking to buy them. They're looking to give them as gifts and things like that. I think the Series S itself was, you know, heavily discounted. You know, you could get it for, you know, $200, $220, and even with a gift card, like Amazon was selling it for like $239 with a $40 gift card. So, you know, you get it for $199 at that point, you know, because I mean, who doesn't want an Amazon gift card? We all can pick stuff up at Amazon anyway. So yeah, it's just incredible to see this. I want to get into it because I find it to be just fascinating how Xbox continues to do well, and yet, you know, people still continue to doubt it. And, you know, people still continue to hate on it. I don't understand it. You know, I honestly don't. And, you know, it's just been incredible to see this happen. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I certainly appreciate it. It definitely means a lot to me. I'm looking to get 100 likes on all these videos. So if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, it would be much, much appreciated. And, you know, it helps a long way in keeping me doing these videos, you know. So would definitely appreciate that as well. Now, this is very interesting, and I'm going to, you know, and I'm going to go over it, and, you know, hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from this. So, again, it looks like Microsoft is, and the Series X, not just the Series S, which you'd expect the Series S at that price to do well, but the Series X. A 2022 holiday shopping trends report published by Adobe has been updated to include its finding for last week's Black Friday sales, and according to this report, the Series X was one of top 5 hot products during Black Friday. The other 4 were children's show Bluey, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, drones, and MacBooks. Now, Adobe hasn't specified how it defines a hot product, nor has it explained what factors into account when it determines it makes the Series X more of a hot product than the Series S, PS5, or Switch. However, last year it highlighted the Series S in a similar report where it claimed that the console was among the top selling items during Black Friday, which, as we all know, it certainly was. Of course, we also know that it was, you know, pretty much impossible to get a Series X last year, or PS5 at stores or whatever. So yeah, you can understand that. Last year, Adobe's analysts said they got the data from analyzing 1 trillion visits to retail sites, in addition to surveying over 1,000 retailers on their most popular items. It's not clear if a similar process was used this year, but you can almost guarantee that it was. The Xbox Series X wasn't particularly heavily discounted during Black Friday. Like in the UK, the best deal appeared to be $20 off, with selling the console for $429 instead of the usual $449. In the US, the most notable Series X deal was at Verizon, which was offering an 18% discount on all Xbox Access subscription services, which usually see subscribers paying about $35 a month for 24 months for an Xbox Series X and 24 months of Game Pass Ultimate. The Verizon discount saw subscribers paying $28.74 a month for 24 months instead, making the deal of a total savings of $150 over a 2-year period. Indeed, the Series S was heavily more discounted over Black Friday, with official price reductions of up to 50 and over, sometimes over 50 in certain areas. And according to Adobe Analytics report, $9.12 billion was spent on Black Friday, which would definitely represents an increase over the last 2 years. Well, it helps that we're not all locked down anymore, so that's good news. A lot of reports were reporting that, you know, Microsoft was actually selling out of Xbox Series X pretty much within, you know, minutes of them going on sale. And like I said, there's not a ton of discounts or anything like that. So it is nice to see, you know, everything that's kind of going on, and with everything kind of negative going out. And obviously, this whole Activision deal has both Microsoft and Sony afraid to announce things, afraid to show things off. And so, it is interesting to see how all this stuff kind of comes about. And, like I said, for me personally, it's very interesting how this continues to happen. And Microsoft has done a pretty good job, in my opinion, of going ahead and making sure that people have the ability to, go out and buy these things and continue to, support Xbox. Like I said, I'm the first to admit that, clearly Microsoft has to do better in the game department, but at the end of the day, I think they're doing a pretty good job of making sure that they have things in the future. And I'm not talking about some distant future. I'm talking about next year, which is just, about a month away. So, it's certainly very interesting to kind of see how this is all happening. And, I love to see Microsoft doing so well. They've really kind of come into their own, and they continue to do some amazing things for everybody. And it's just nice that there's going to be like some healthy competition, and this is healthy competition. It's interesting to me that so many people are quick to kind of discount Microsoft as being legitimate competitors, and then they keep on doing better and better and better. So we know that factually right now, Xbox is selling better than any other Xbox in the history at 2 years, which, better than the Xbox One, better than the Xbox 360, certainly better than the original Xbox. We know that it's selling incredibly good. Is it selling as good as the PS5? We don't know. Most of the time, probably not, especially in other areas outside of North America, but it doesn't have to. That's the thing. It's like, McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's, they all kind of coexist, and they all do their own thing. Some just prefer one over the other, That's kind of the way that I look at it these days. But when it does come to sales, I think the part that matters is that things do sell enough to warrant being able to, be able to go out there and kind of play and continue to make these things, I think that that's very important. And, I hope that we see Microsoft continue to make consoles for a very long time. Do I ever expect them to totally outsell Sony? Probably not, unless Sony totally craps the bed. But, I do expect them to do something along the way. And I hope that, that they do that. And I hope that, Microsoft will continue to be able to offer gamers everything that they want, everything that they want, because that's going to be the important thing going forward. As a fan of what Microsoft is doing, I have to say it's amazing to see what they've been able to accomplish. And, I hope they continue to be able to do that. It's going to be very interesting to see in the future anyway. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Did you pick one up? A Series X, a Series S, maybe a PS5, something? Let me know. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, Crap Gamer 'em up. Thanks for watching. Crap Gamer out.